How's it going, guys? Welcome back for another video today. Today we are making some progress on the car for this new year. I made a little goals video the other day. If you guys missed that, make sure you go back and watch it. See the plans for the car in 2019. But today we're doing a quick little install. I always say quick little install. It's one thing and it shouldn't take too long. We are installing a stainless steel braided clutch line on the car. This should help with pedal feel. It's gonna give me a chance to bleed the clutch again. So that's what's on the agenda for today. Thanks for watching, guys, so far. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. I try to make install videos like this all the time. So if you like car install videos, Miatas in particular, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you here watching all the videos and be a subscriber for the channel. So with just a little bit of movie magic, we're gonna have the car up on jack stands with the front wheel off right now. So yeah, hood is open, wheels off, car's jacked up and on jack stands. So just to kind of give you an overview of what we're replacing, this line right here, this little rubber hose that's right in the center of the frame, you can see there's a hard line that leads up to the clutch master cylinder, which is that. And it goes down, right down there. And at the bottom, you can get it from inside the wheel well. So, let's see if I can get the light in there. That's it right there. You can see right in the center is where the other end meets. So we're gonna be reaching in through here, through the wheel well to get to the bottom. Through the top, we should be just fine. First, what we want to do is get some rags and some plastic bags to catch any brake fluid, because we don't want brake fluid really going all over the place. But here's our new line. We're just going to go ahead and do a little unbagging here. So it's got a really nice construction. It's braided and it almost feels like there's a little rubber coating on the outside of it, so I'm assuming that'll help with corrosion and things like that, because definitely feels like my fingernail is on some sort of rubber. So yeah, it's just pretty much just a kind of a hose. It's just a steel braided hose that replaces out your rubber ones. So this will be really nice in the engine bay, and it should help with clutch feel at least a little bit. For what it's worth, $17. It's definitely not hurting anything. It's only going to help the longevity of the car's clutch system. So it's good in my book. Alright, so right now you're looking at the brake master cylinder. So we're going to open this guy up. You will want some brake fluid as well to keep with you, because obviously you're going to be using some brake fluid here. What I'm going to do is take out the little plastic insert inside of the tube. Right there. And then a little trick that I saw online was to put a plastic little piece of, I'm using a sandwich bag, and essentially just twist it back on over the top. They say that it'll create kind of like a vacuum seal, so you won't lose a ton. They said it at least helped, so we're gonna do that just to try it out. So next, I've got a little plastic bag with a paper towel in it to catch any brake fluid. On the other side of this, right over here, is a little 10 mil. So I'm using a little 10 mil brake line, or yeah, basically brake line wrench, I guess I'm gonna call it. And you'll just want to knock that off. Next thing we want to do is just take off this little horseshoe clip on the top. It comes out just like that. And we can pull our clutch line off, which is now free. So now we can move down to the bottom. All right, and first thing you're gonna wanna do down here is take off this plastic cover. It's held in by one of these little pop screws right here. Now you can probably see a lot better right there that our other end of the clutch line is there. So that's essentially the same thing that you're gonna wanna do on the bottom as we did on the top. It's gonna be a little tough to film in here, so I'll just show you the end result once we're done. But yeah, it's a horseshoe clip with that bottom little nut holding the hard line into the rubber line. You'll just wanna remove that. As you can see, the hard line is removed, the horseshoe clip is out. Now we should be able to pull the hose directly through the top. And this lets off quite a bit of brake fluid, so make sure you have a little towel or paper towel, whatever, down there to catch any of it. And there's the old one. Little comparison. Both have pretty much the same ends. This is like a crimped hose. I'm not sure how the fitting is on this braided one, but lines are just about the same. As you can tell, this one's rubber, and then obviously the stainless steel is the braided, and it's just a direct replacement, so it should be really nice to put in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the bottom one in first, just because it's easier for me to do, and then I'm gonna show you the top, installing the top, because the bottom is the same exact thing as the top. So we'll jump back to the top of the car right after this. All right, so bottom is on. Now we'll start on the top. So first things first, you have your hose that runs through the bottom, and it matches up with the top. There's kind of like a little hex that it fits in. As you can see, it's tough to spin, so it's in there nice and tight. That's what the horseshoe clip is for. We're gonna take this guy off, clean a little bit of that brake fluid off of the line. I'm gonna set this in here just for right now. And what I found is the easiest part, so you don't like strip the threads or anything, is to kind of line it up and just hold it in place. You wanna make sure that your little nut, your brake line nut, is going in so smoothly. So if you cross thread this, you're in pretty big trouble. I'm gonna take my horseshoe clip, make sure that this is aligned. Whatever way works, but mine's in now, so I can go ahead and start tightening this back up. Sound there pretty good? All right, so there's our new line right there. It runs down to the bottom. And as you can see, it's good down here as well. Hope you can see at least. It's up in there. Yeah, so we should be good to go ahead and bleed the system now. Bleeding the system is pretty easy. The slave cylinder is right here, and it's got a little bleeder valve where that black little cover is on the left. Sorry, it's hard to tell. I'm underneath the car looking through the camera. But you will need help for this because you're gonna wanna pump the clutch and you'll bleed the system, and make sure you add brake fluid as you go. I've done this in a previous video already, probably like a couple years ago, so that link will be up in a card right now. You can go back and watch that. I'm not gonna film this otherwise because it's kind of pointless and it's hard to see, but yeah, so you'll bleed the clutch next. So now that the clutch is bled, everything is back to the way it should be. Seems like everything's good to go. So yeah, just double check everything. Everything's tight. Make sure that your clutch pedal is working still. Mine's good, it's springing back. Feels good. It doesn't feel a ton different, but it feels a little bit like, it makes it feel like you're pushing it through something harder than rubber. Going into like a clutch engagement, it just feels good. So all in all, pretty good for 17 bucks. But yeah, it's kind of annoying to bleed the clutch. That's the most annoying part. And you're dealing with brake fluid, which is always annoying. So I'm gonna put everything back on the car, put it off the jack stands, and we're gonna go for a little test drive. Just make sure everything's working the way it should be. All right, so everything seems to be working as it should. I mean, I didn't show myself shifting or anything, but the car's driving as it should, nothing surprising there. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this with one hand, so. It definitely feels good. Feels maybe a tad bit better, maybe a tad. Could be placebo as well, but it definitely shifts just as it should. It might feel a little bit better as far as like, I don't know, smoothness goes, but you know, could just be a placebo like I said, but it definitely feels good, so won't fault it there. So I'm gonna get back to the garage and we will wrap this up. All right, so that's a wrap. I'm sorry if you can hear any of the lawn mowing outside, but that's a wrap on this video. Thanks to you guys for watching. So yeah, I'd say this was a pretty easy little modification. It just took a little time. It's not a bad way to spend the day, just besides the brake fluid. So wear gloves and have paper towels on hand. But I mean, I would rate it maybe like a 3 out of 10, 3 or 4 out of 10, depending on how good you are with a couple tools. But yeah, so that was easy. Took the little drive, everything feels fine. If anything, I get a little bit more feel in the pedal. Like since there's nothing rubbery anymore in between, it can feel like, not vibrations, but it just feels harder. It feels like there's a little bit more beef to the lines, and it feels like everything's a hard line. So that's what you get with a stainless steel line, I guess. So yeah, Goodwin Racing is where you can find this clutch line. I still want to do like the brake lines. They make a brake line too. I don't know if they make it, but they sell it. It's where I got mine. Anyways, I'm gonna ramble on for too long now. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a little something. Like I said earlier, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you be a subscriber and to continue watching the videos. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next video.